one showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Vanderbilt Commodores and the USC Trojans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game, one of the things that coach is worried about today is that they will be without their starting quarterback, who got hurt in their game last week, and so today their backup is going to get his first action of the season. Coach told me they want to make things easy for him early. They've talked to the other teammates. Everybody do your job. Make sure he can get comfortable with everyone around him so he can make some plays for us down the stretch. Guys, back to you.
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. So Vanderbilt's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. On the return, it's Coleman Williams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. At the 35, he's loose. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Fresh center downs going to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
He's not afraid to go deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing his...
There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Trojans. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Turning it on! And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
And David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big 1st down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hands to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just smothered on the play.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Sets his feet. It's Carter. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped them.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. On the return. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded to several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. The Trojans trying to cash it in on first and goal. In the red area, it's Miller. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Smashes through the tackle. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And he's in for his second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get close to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Back to pass, it's Carter. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Needs it. He's not going anywhere. Nowhere to run, and they stop him for nothing on 4th and 2. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Tells to run, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Left side, it's Miller. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
And the Trojans will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. No room to bring it back. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The handoff. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Drops back. It's Carter. Out wide left, it's Taylor. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Back to pass on second down. He's got the back in the middle. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. Third down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the first down.
Hunt is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Fights off the defender. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throws to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. Trying to squeak through the pile. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Long way to go on second down. From the gun, hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Moving the pocket, it's Carter. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle, jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. He unleashes a long one. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, USC! All into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Carter. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. Making his first move. Powers through. He's going to get loose. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The corners are walked up tight. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the Iowa State Cyclones. And it's the Red Raiders engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here are now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Brought down.
You've got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Back's got it on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. A low line drive and short kick. Not a lot of room to make this catch. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Quick give. It's Miller. Hard running there. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Looking left. And that one's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense.
And hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, they'll just find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
On target over the middle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Trojans come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Tough run here. It's Miller. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Right side, it's Barber. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Trojans line it up with a 1st and goal. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yard situations, the goal-to-go situations.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And they did tack on the extra point. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeps it on the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They give it to him again. Quick spin on the run. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Looking to pass. It's Carter. They're all over him. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fields the punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Miller with the ball. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down.
Red 54, red 54, go!
Give to the running back. He's got enough. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid. Right? A nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead.
All by himself down the middle. He's at the touchdown Trojans. Once he got some room, it was over. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Back to throw, it's Carter. Left side is Connor. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. looking for the edge. Now the pitch. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number one, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Commodores will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looking for room. And there he goes. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Punt is on its way. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He smashes his way through again. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. They'll run it. Shakes off the defender. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. Catches it at the 15. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Hand it to the back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Looking for a man. It's Carter. Fires to the wideout. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it.